Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. So, we got coffee. This is the last one of the Ego, whatever, it's vanilla. Then I got all activity. I didn't do toast, I just said bread. And 2 eggs over medium, ham. And yeah, so we had fun last night. We went and got two large hot chocolate at Timmy's. We walked up, waited about, it wasn't too bad, about 20-25 minutes. And seen a train now. The car, there were a cargo train that had to go down the other track, see, because that one was coming in soon. And I seen, when I looked at the video, it was cool. But I looked at the video and it looked like they were 8 boxcars. But the last ones were passengers. So there were only about, 5 or 6 that was decorated. But that took a lot of time and work. Because I tell you, they were a lot more than 3, like how I explained it yesterday. 3 sets of lights, like, because even the presents, they had present, so they had a set of lights. Then they had right next to it a present, but you're not going to see it because the flashers is different. So one goes on, one goes off, one goes on, and it looks like that's how they did it. But I mean, it's a big box car, and it had a lot going on, so I could see the work. It probably took hours. It would take hours to do that, to have it, like make emotions with the lights. Like sort of like when you do a cartoon years ago in a book, and you used to put first page, the guy standing, and sort of like that, right? Animation, making an animation. So we got all dressed up warm. It's like today, see, I told Leah, because she's going to walk today, because okay, in the winter time it might say -10 temperature, but the wind chill is what you go by. Now wind chill right now is -20, but only where it's cleared and a lot of traffic and no trees and blah, 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 you're going to get the wind. You're going to feel the wind chill. So from here down to McDonald's, and then you take a right to go to her school. Once she gets to her, she takes that right. There's no traffic. It's like a back way. So you're not going to feel. So from up to the corner here, down 50, well, no, not even down 50, because she's going through the McDonald's. She's not taking, well, she might be doing the sidewalk, but still, she's going to feel a little bit of the -20. She got 2 hats, she got earmuffs, 2 mitts, 2 socks, good boots, nice, like last night, right? And we were in the wind, because we were in the wind, but we were dressed to wood, and we kept our feet moving and kept our body moving while we were waiting. Now, when they say wind chill, that doesn't, people say, oh my God, -20. Well, it's not. If I was catching a bus out here, early morning, wind chill -20. Feel like -20. And I'm standing there, stay for a half hour. I'm going to get cold because that half hour I'm in the wind. The wind chill's -20. It's just like the summertime. Temperature might say +15. But what does the humidex say? Right? Humidex say +30, +35. Now if you're out in the sun, you got no breeze. Now we're opposite sort of thing. No traffic, no trees for coverage, and you're out there for a half hour and plus 30. Yeah, you can get sunstroke, you can get heat stroke, you can get, but you can still get sunstroke in the shade under a tree. Now, I got that. Or heat stroke, because there's sunstroke from the sun, but it's the heat, and especially Alberta, because it's so dry here, right? I got it here. I didn't get it down home because there's more moisture in the air. I'm not a weatherman, but I just know, living through this, I've lived in different provinces. And I tell you one thing. Never been to Toronto, but Montreal, okay. It gets hot. It gets so hot that it melts the pave on the highways. That's how hot, right? The humidex. But it's a different type of heat. It's not humid. But it's a lot hot here, a lot hot there. But the experience that I had that time when we went to Banff, it was so hot, I got sunburned. We were near the water, but we couldn't go in it because it's water's from the mountains and it's so friggin' cold, it's unreal. Couldn't even put your feet in it. Anyway, but now where Jenny lives, you can see the highway, but her apartment is inside. Like, she has an apartment in front of her apartment building, so, and her apartment wouldn't be cold because she's closed in. It's sort of like an igloo. Think about it. You make a fort, you go in it. It could be, because we made forts to go ice fishing in the middle of the friggin' Grand Lake. And then we made not an igloo, but a fort that, and you could do a hole, because we didn't have one of the fishing camps that they put out there, cabins or whatever you call them. So we would make a chair, because we had to walk out there out of snow, and then we do a fort, and all that, even on top, and all that heat stayed in there, so we had it wasn't that cold once we had the fort and we were all in the snow. That's how an igloo is, But anyway, so so Jenny lived where she lives. It wouldn't be so cold now, just saying today, feel like -20. The one in front of her, the building that faces her door, or them, him or her, whatever, faces the highway, would feel good in the summertime because you got that, because the highway is going all the time, right? It's a big major highway, so air is going all the time, and summertime it would be great because they got the door there, they can open up the window, they wouldn't need an AC. Sit out on the deck, it would be beautiful, but today now, with the wind chill, it says -20 feel like, but in that situation, it might even feel like -25 to -30 every time the traffic goes by. Okay? In their house, they would have to have, and they're not, those single glass windows aren't that good. So their windows would get all that air. Their door, no matter if you put the weather stripping, you're going to get air coming in. Their apartment would be cold right now. Like if we ever had a power outage, I wouldn't want to live in that the way the thing is. Like a power outage for any time. I wouldn't want to live there. No. Thursday, depending on the situation, right? Because I was out on a deck, and right now cars are going in and out of Timmy's, but they're coming in and out slow, so it's not fast to make a real big wind thing, you know. But it's closed in right now, so the wind must be going this way or that way. I'm not feeling it. But if the wind was doing my way, or coming from 50th Street or whatever, it would be cold out there. But right now, the deck's not cold because there's no wind. We can't have a wind chill without wind, right? Can't have a wind chill if there's no wind. So today's Thursday. Friday I'm going with the Fonda. She got tomorrow off. Get the Rugrat something. I'll pick her up some. They got different, like, stands or something for her phone, or I don't know, some type of gadget, you know. Some type of gadget. I got Clara's, I got Jay's, I got Jenny's. The Pond and Ian's are in the mail. I might get it before Christmas with my blue boots. Yeah, I double socked it, and I just wore my black ones. I didn't wear the whatever you call them. I just slipped into them. They were warm. Standing on a pave, I think we waited about a half hour. And we did get the wind chill, but we just turned our face and didn't look towards the road. You know what I mean? Because there were trees there, and then the track, and you got the road and the sidewalk, and we were right here, but we faced that way. So I mean, we really never felt it in our face. And I had my hat on, plus the thing and a scarf. And all you could see was my eyeballs, you know. But Christmas is coming. I sure hope Bro doesn't give me that stupid cigarette blanket. Someone crocheted. He showed it on Facebook. I don't want that. I'm not going to put it on my bed. Like, why? I'm going to text him. I'm going to say, don't give me a cigarette blanket. I don't want that. I did give him what it was, a burger blanket or something, but he didn't even put it on his bed. So, I don't want a cigarette blanket. If he just gives it to me and it's not Christmas, but I want a present, you know? Text him later. Say, don't give me that cigarette blanket. If you do, do it as a joke, but give me something nice. Someone crocheted a cigarette blanket. And I know him, he'd probably contact that person. I never noticed that. LaFonda mentioned, oh, he'll probably get to that cigarette blanket, but he tagged me in it, but I didn't get I didn't even see it until last night because I was looking at something else he sent me. You know? But I'll tell him, I don't want that. I got my blankets. I'm not going to put that on my bed. What am I going to do with it? Fold it up and put it in the in the closet? He buys it, send it as a joke, okay. Okay. But not Christmas or birthday or I want a real present. I'll just tell him I probably want a body pillow with he can get one what $10 at Walmart, and the thing a blue dark blue, navy blue, light blue, whatever pillowcase. And you can get them cheap too, like $3 I think for a light blue one. If he wants to give me a light blue one, that's fine. I'll just tell him. He usually asks me, see, I'm worried. He usually say, what do you want for Christmas? I said, dude, if you got that stupid blanket, send it to someone. Give it to someone. Send it to someone. So Leah left and LaFonda's up. She'll be getting up to take a shower. Even when it's over, I told her, I said, LaFonda would just call the school. I'm going to be a little late, 5 minutes, whatever, right? She's going to be a little late, but she don't want to be late. See, it reminds me when I was in middle school. I used to like that, our bus driver. We were the first ones because he had to go back to another road and pick up the other group, see? We got there early and we hung out for about an hour before school started. We played games, and you know what I mean? Like, that was middle school. Not so much high school. We're pretty much lunch or whatever. That's different, hang out. But middle school, I guess the 20th, I don't know what day that is. It's a Friday night. The LRC got one of them things that they open it up for teenagers from 10 to whatever, or no. I think you got to be grade 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or something, like the teenagers. They should do it more often. But it keeps them off the street on a weekend, you know. But it is Friday night. They should be doing it Saturday. Anyways, every second Saturday anyway, not once a month. And it's free. And they can swim, they can do all the activities that skate. Anyway, they don't have to pay. And I think they provide like a snack for them or something. But I think they do as theater too, but no, that was at her school that time. But they're going to go, her and the girls or whoever's hanging out, they're going to go to the movie that night. I think it's only like from until 10 or something now. I don't know if they're seeing the movie first and going or what the story, but it's the 20th anyway. I don't know when their break is. Probably that Monday, you would think, right? Anyway. So, I rattled on about the weather. I'm going to have to get a better pair of gloves. I doubled my gloves up, but last year, waiting for the bus, out there on 50, in that open space, you know what I mean? And it was really cold, and I doubled up in mitts, but I think I only had one pair. But I freeze my hand because last night I had to take my fingers out of the thing and put it in there. And that 1 minute, because it was just over 1 minute that I had to stand like that. Oh my, 1 minute. But the wind chilled. There were wind from the train. But I was like this, doing a thing. And after it was done, I had to go put that phone in my jacket and put my gloves on right away because the tips of my fingers, that's what I must have got cold last year, because they're still a little sore and still a little numb. Mostly this hand, not this one so much. It's this one here. So, yeah, the tips of these fingers from last night, because that was what was hurting, was my left hand. Makes sense. This one not too much. When I was waiting for the bus, I must have had my hand, but I had my phone. Even though I had my mitts and whatever, I had my phone to make sure the bus was coming. When it was coming, so that's why. Yeah, the tips of my fingers sore and like a little sore, tingly, and numb, and anyways. I hate winter. Oh well. I really don't have to look for work until March, April. So, yeah. Anywho. That's it. So you guys all have a good day and stay safe, and it's cigarette time.